What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance Crew. If you want to join the Renaissance Crew, all you have to do is click the subscribe button, and you too will be on the path of enlightenment. Right now, I'm beginning to some more Frankie Boyle. I know everybody loves when I check out Frankie Boyle. They love the Mock the Week series. I'm still sorry that I pronounced it Mock of the Week the first time I saw it. That was my mistake. I did not know any better. There was a cultural barrier there somewhere. But anyway, this is Best of Frankie Boyle on Mock the Week Series 4. Of course, this video is uploaded by Helpful Edits, so if you want to go ahead and check out more of their videos, be sure to click on the link at the end of this video. Usually it's about the last 30 seconds or so. It'll take you directly to their channel where you can go ahead and watch all their videos, because they have a ton of videos besides just the Mock the Week videos. They have a lot of other comedians and stuff. And you can go ahead and subscribe to them, like their videos, follow them, things like that. So if you want to go ahead and check out more, go ahead and do that. And if you want to watch this without me interrupting, click the link in the description box down below where you can go ahead and check the video out without me interrupting or pausing or anything like that. But let's go ahead and jump into this.
It's science.
Scientists have just built the world's biggest ever super collider, and they're doing an experiment to find out what makes up protons. I hope that if the experiment's successful, the whole of our reality will dissolve and a big sign will come up that says, Level 2.
That's actually pretty cool.
How many push-ups could Jesus do?
Things you wouldn't hear on a driving test.
When I slap the dashboard with my forehead, I'd like you to crawl out of the wreckage and fetch help. You made one mistake, sir. A Pine air freshener doesn't cover up the smell of a dead hitchhiker. On my signal, I'd like you to mount the pavement and kill my ex-wife.
Sounds to me just like a...
What the Queen didn't say in her
Sounded like a
Christmas
savage-ass driving instructor.
I've had a few medical problems this year. I'm now so old that my pussy is haunted.
Was this the joke that you guys said got a shit can pretty much?
The Americans say that they're losing the battle for hearts and minds, but then you look at Iraq on the news and there seem to be hearts and minds all over the place. The real trouble seems to be wiping the hearts and minds off the windshields.
Political correctness. Who
That's
would like
good.
to go? Frankie!
Now, political correctness has changed everything. People forget that even political correctness itself used to be called spastic gay talk. It's not politically correct to say don't give money to charity. I mean, we might want to give money to Africa, but money takes no account of cultural difference or the reality of those people's lives. If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you give him a fishing rod, he'll break it up for firewood. Or swap it for a fish.
Or swap it for a fish.
Gun runners, robbers, and murderers.
Is it war? What is it good for?
Unlikely lines to find in the Bible.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
A man who lies with another man should be stoned. It helps, that's all I'm saying. And on the 8th day, God created a magic talking leopard and forgot all about us. St. Paul's third epistle to the Corinthians. Dear Corinthians, I've written to you twice now. No reply. I don't know how you do things in Corinth, but where I'm from, that's a bit rude.
That one had more
Bad
cultural
things for
things
a
behind it.
teacher
I couldn't
to
get
say.
it fully.
Are you chewing, boy? This is the worst blowjob I've had all day.
Damn. Wow.
It turns out you're not dyslexic, you're just really, really stupid.
that her main rival is a bloke called Barack Obama.
Yes.
Who's not going to win, obviously, because his name is too like Osama. And it just takes one slight mistyping error at the Pentagon. He's taken out with an airstrike.
It's even worse than that, because it's halfway between Osama and a bomber. He might as well be called Muslim O'Gumball.
Scotland.
I actually laugh at that because when I first heard about Barack Obama, I thought that his chances were low as hell too. Not only being an African-American man, but because his name, like every single one of his names, had some type of controversial tie to it. To me, Barack sounded like Iraq. Hussein, his middle name, obviously the last name of Saddam Hussein, and Obama sounded like Osama. So to me, it was like he's just fucked on every single front. But hey, he won. What can you say? That's progression, right? That's progressivism right there, baby.
Frankie.
He's laughing.
Scotland is officially the most obese nation in Europe. You'd have to wonder what we'd be like if it wasn't for all the heroin. They were talking about making the next Bond Scottish. I was glad they didn't, you know, because Bond was always travelling to all these different countries. If he was Scottish, he'd never get out the duty-free. Come on, Bond, we've only got 18 hours to save the world. It's all very well, Q. Have you seen the price of these little bottles of Stella? Always drinking, Bond, never actually gets drunk. It would have been good to see it just once. Try to phone Q in his ring. I fucking love you, man!
But why is Greenland called Greenland? I mean, that's what's always confused me. It's just reverting to type now, isn't it?
It was to try and entice people there.
It was the brochure.
Really?
Yeah, the Vikings called it that to try and make settlers go there.
They lied.
Oh, the Vikings did a lot of bad shit. Not just the raping and the pillaging, also lies.
Yeah, it's not really high on their bad
Rejected
people
lines
priority
from
list.
Movies.
Milk, bread, rich tea biscuits. Are you sure this is the right list, Mr. Schindler? A census taker tried to test me once. I ate his liver with some fish fingers and a bottle of Jacob's Creek.
Unlikely excerpts from a nature documentary.
This beautiful hummingbird is no match for my squash racket. Penguin with his head trapped in a beer can. Tragic and yet somehow hilarious. Out of the water climbs a majestic otter who turns... Oh no, it's a dog.
The answer
a Mexican
is
rat. It was this
265
big.
million.
Is it when the machines finally take over, how many humans will die in the first 24 hours in what the machines will later refer to as the Great Adjustment? How much money would the BBC have to pay Tom Cruise if I made the joke I'd like to make about him and John Travolta?
Bad thing
That
to
was
say
good.
at the opening of the new Wembley Stadium.
And all for the same price as building a rope ladder between the Earth and Jupiter. Cost £100 million to demolish Wembley. If you'd had your last game against Scotland, we'd have done it for nothing.
People were saying, oh, well, it's stupid. You know, what's the point of any of our kids learning Arabic? But it could be quite useful, couldn't it? For instance, if you were sat on the tube and two people in front of you were speaking Arabic, it would make you a little more relaxed about what they had in their bag.
Or not.
It'd be good if it was Arabic phrases that you could really use when you're travelling in the Middle East. That's a very sharp sword. Why are you videotaping this? Where's the nearest marketplace? Good, I'll head in the opposite direction. Memory teaching isn't a job. What, you're teaching little kids to do paintings out of seashells and glitter? That's what they'd have done if you weren't even in the room.
What caused this particular disaster in New
Wow.
Zealand? It's a milk tanker. Ploughed through two buildings, the first two buildings there. And why did it crash?
And some guy just poured himself out cornflakes, realised he didn't have any milk, and was possessed of incredible telepathic powers.
Unlikely things to hear on Comic Relief.
3 people said, oh no.
If we remove all these villagers' cataracts, one day they might be able to make our shoes.
See, 3 people said, "Oh no," and then the milkman came through the wall like, "Oh yeah." That's what happened. That's how.
And remember, 20% of everything you give goes directly to a grinning warlord wearing a necklace of human finger bones.
Damn.
The worst thing your new neighbour could say.
My wife and I are nudists and have been for the past 70 years.
Oh shit.
It's simple. Your dog and I are in love.
But yeah, I mean that old nudist joke is not even that great if you go to the gym regularly. That's reality where I come from. I don't know why, but older people seem to be very comfortable in the nude, in closed off areas where there's not a lot of space to move around, and there's a lot of fucking humidity and stuff, and the last thing you want is for people to be around you. But you know, hey, they find their time, goddammit, to go ahead and strip down and just walk around and just let themselves air dry. But Frankie Boyle is absolutely hilarious. Like I said, there are jokes in there that a lot of times I don't get, mainly because of cultural things. I usually have an easy time understanding what he says. I know some people in the comment section said they have a hard time understanding what he says because of the accent and stuff, but I mean, usually I can get it. And if there are like the rare occasions where I don't really understand what he's saying, usually the stuff he says around it, like the context, can let me understand what he's saying. Like there was a joke in here when I forgot which one it was, but he was just speaking really fast at first, and the first couple, like the first, I want to say like 5 words, I didn't really understand what he said, but the rest of it led me to understand what those first 5 likely were. So it's not really that hard to figure out. Hopefully, if you guys enjoy this, there are a few more videos in this series of Mock the Week videos, Best of Frankie Boyle. Like I said, if you want to check those out before I get to them, you can go to Helpful Edits YouTube channel and watch all of his Mock the Week or their Mock the Week videos. And after that, you can go ahead and watch my reactions to see if, you know, I happen to laugh at the same times that you laugh. As far as that's concerned, that's pretty much it. I do have some more comedians I want to get into. I haven't watched a stand-up comic in a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and do something related to that. It'll probably be a request from somebody, so just know if you requested something from a comedian, you will, like, chances are if there was requests before you and they're not about comedians, I will skip ahead and go to the comedian one because I want to watch a comedian do a stand-up routine, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And as of right now, that is it. So for those of you that want to join the Renaissance crew, all you have to hit that subscribe button. And for those that are already in the Renaissance crew, you have just been enlightened. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next videos, and hopefully you will be there to check out more Frankie Boyle and possibly the next comedian that I will be reacting to today. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to give you guys the deuces, and I will see you in the future. So, deuces.